All right, everyone. Hello, hello. It's time for us to take a lunch break. Come on out to the lunch counter and let's take a lunch break today. I know you started work earlier today. Now just take a break from work. Let's take a little break from work. Come on out to the lunch counter. So, is anybody going to join me for lunch today? Come on out and join me for a little lunch today. And hello to my brother Kenny. Thank you, brother, for coming out to lunch with me today. We're going to have a little lunch today. And for lunch today, we're going to have a pot of oil. Yep, that's our lunch today. Don't look like much, but I want to say to you, little becomes much when you place it in the master's hand. So let's head on out to lunch with a little pot of oil. Hello to Muff, Boo, Annie Roof, all of y'all down there in Florida. Thanks for coming out to lunch. Hello, cousin Sharon down there in Little Rock. Thanks for coming out to lunch with me today. Like I said, for lunch, we're going to just have a little pot of oil for lunch today. And you said, well, wait a minute. What are you talking about? A pot of oil for lunch? You want me to take my lunch and take a break with just a pot of oil? All right, well, over there in 2 Kings 4:1, let's see about this little pot of oil. There was a widow woman who was in so much debt that the creditors said that they were going to put her sons in prison, where she called on the man of God. And that's the first thing we need to do. Hello, Christina. Thanks for going out to lunch with me, Christina. So she called on the man of God. And when she called on the man of God, she told him her situation. And he said, what you got in your house? She said, I ain't got nothing but a pot of oil. So like most of us, she ain't think nothing of it because it's just a pot of oil. He said, go and borrow different pots, vessels from your neighbors and other folks. Go borrow. And when you go borrow, I want you to take it and shut the door, she said, on you and your sons. And the Bible says she obeyed. So that's one thing you got to do is you got to obey. She went, borrowed. Her sons took part in it too. So you don't have your children just sitting around in the house doing nothing and just reaping the benefits of your blessing. They want a blessing, then they got to put in some work too. So they went and got the vessels, and the Bible said they brought them to her. So everybody got to put in some work here. Okay, what's to these little pots of oil? It says she began to pour out her oil into an empty vessel that they brought to her, and she kept asking them, okay, give me another vessel, give me another vessel. She really didn't see what was going on, but she kept pouring until they didn't have any more pots to pour oil into. And she went to the man of God, okay, what are you saying? What's going on here? He said, take that oil and sell it, and you'll be able to live, pay your debt off, and your family and everybody live. And she obeyed again, and she was able to live, pay off her debt. See, a little pot of oil may not look like much, but that little pot of oil never ran out. The Bible said it stayed. And so it is in your life. Little becomes much when you place it in the master's hand. It may not look like much, it may not even seem like much to you, but you putting it in God's hand. It's not by my hand, not by might. It's by God's Spirit. That's how things work. And He'll make a change in your life. He'll make little become much. Just put it in His hand. Lean not to your own understanding. That's what that little pot of oil do. It can become great. So as she poured, more kept coming. So as you pour your love into your children, they'll begin to love more. As you pour your love into your marriage, you'll find more love. If you pour your love into your sisters and brothers, you'll find more love. As you pour your love into this old wicked world, you'll find more love. Just keep pouring. Don't come discouraged because what you get is empty. She still poured into it, even though it was empty. Folks don't act right. They ain't thankful for what you do for them, but you keep pouring into that emptiness and watch God bless you. Open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you won't be able to receive. So keep pouring. Take your little oil, your little love, and pour it into the lives of others. All right? Thank you for coming out to lunch with me today. Y'all have a good day. And as I always say, keep God first. All right? I'm out of here. Guess what? It's time to go back to work.